Hey everybody, Rhadamant here, episode 13 of Dawn of Man. So last episode, we really didn't do very much. Hello, raid immediately. I guess if I was to encapsulate it, we sort of added farm fields, I guess, and made a little bit of progress towards the cairn thing. But again, they're still hauling that last one, so I don't know the progress on that. Let's try to get a close count on these raiders. There's maybe like 45 of them coming. I guess the easiest way to tell would be for me to go here. So I've killed 392. And I'll write this down. And we'll see how many are in this raid. Alright, all you guys. Let's put you inside. And I guess a closed door doesn't close. Whatever. I'm gonna open those doors back up then. That's a lot of people killed because they walked through a door. I tried. And I died. And now we're back down to the... we're back down into the 85 range because they walked through a closed door. Alright, so 392 was how many I had coming into that. And we are at 428. So that's 36 raiders. That's a fair amount of raiders. Okay, so all the materials are set up for the other cairn. That's cool. Now we just need the rolling megaliths to roll on in. And the only reason I'm doing that is to try to get the last of the prestige that I need. To max out the amount of prestige, and as a result, attract the most immigrants the fastest I can. Alright, work zone has been depleted. Let's add another stone collection here. And raise it up to 5 people. Oh, someone got struck by lightning. Says they got struck around here. I don't see any dead bodies, so maybe they survived? It's a weird little detail to have in the game, honestly, is the ability to be struck directly by lightning. I find it a little odd. Maybe not off-putting, but odd. It looks like the 10 sheep I have are enough to produce the wool, because I have just a silly amount of wool cloth now. So that's good to know. And then looking at my flax fields, these flax fields have given me a net of 50 linen with 25 linen cloth, so I probably not have to add any sheep or linen or flax, for that matter, to my colony, to my settlement, to supply the 150. I'm pretty well supplied, I think. I'm sort of having doubts of whether I really want to play this out to hit the 150 population mark. And the only reason I say that is there's not much input I can provide between now and that 150 mark. It's basically me going to be managing needs. And I don't really have a lot of say about that. But what I might do is I might just say I'm done, but I'll keep recording for all of the completionists out there that want to see this till its end. But at this point, I'm just sort of waiting for the inevitable amount of immigrants to arrive for me to hit that big pop mark. So I am going to go ahead and buy a bunch of cows so I can get rid of some of my older weapon stuff. Okay, that looks good. That was a big trade. And not for very much. So this rock pile and this charcoal pile have definitely sped up iron production. We're looking pretty good on that front. So I know last episode I said I wouldn't try to go find my rolling megaliths, but I'm really curious how far they are. I know we've had to travel far and wide. Ooh, I just had a huge immigration boom. That's pretty cool. So I haven't had a lot of people join all at once. That means I'm doing something right. I guess what I ought to do now is to prepare for even more people. Certainly, I have not designed anything as a grid pattern. So that brings me up to... what is this, 5 per house? Yep, so 115 is what I'm at. So 20, 25, 30. I'll do them all. Why not? Oops, wrong kind of house. 35, 40, 45, 50. That's all that I need for my the big 1.5. And I'll add a well in there too, even though they're right next to a river. Maybe encourage them to drink well water, which should be a little bit cleaner than river water, as it's been filtered through silt. Well, this hunt zone's targeting some of those horses, but not quite a lot. Checking on my stuff. Let's see. Tannins. Do I have tannin? I don't even have tannin. At all? Alright, let's do a collect tannin zone here. Collect up to 25 on 2 people. And I have another tannin zone here. I guess I'll set this to 2 people too. So I added a little bit more tannin collection. We have a lot of leather, so that's actually not the issue. But I'm just surprised I don't have any excess tannin sitting around. Died of starvation. I think the only time the game ever pauses is when you're talking to a trader. Which I find interesting. That it would pause at all. This is not supposed to on hardcore mode. But I guess if you're being raided in the middle of trading with a trader, that would kind of suck. I went ahead and tried to get rid of all of the iron spears that I had, and I have... I'm only going to make up to 25% picks, 25% fish, axe, 75% spears. It doesn't make sense to go up to 50%. It really doesn't. And then I'm going to clear out the queued tasks to make sure that there isn't anything left in the queue. We've hit the 95. Wow, all those houses went up mighty quick. Because I have an insane amount of straw and logs aren't exactly non-renewable, I think it's pretty safe to build all these additional housing, and hopefully we can attract people to move in. Good old housing developments, right? Alright, where in the world is this last rolling megalith? And why can't I just click this to find it? There's actually a mineable... There's some mineable ones that aren't that far. Maybe they regenerate. I really am not sure about that. Cool. Well, let's hope this raid I can prevent my people from walking through a wall and killing themselves. So let's see how... Oh, the raiders are right on top of us. That's not going to give us a whole lot of time to set up. I haven't really focused on what it looks like, murdering all these raiders. Oh, they're actually coming through our cairn. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's open these doors. Open the doors. Because we have a group that came out here. Alright. I lost about 10. They lost about 40 or so. Let's see. I can know for sure. So we were at 428 before. So yeah, 30. Okay. 3-to-1 ratio, I can live with. I just need to attract people and make babies faster than I lose people to try to hit this pop max. It's tricky, man. At some point, the raiders call you like the Wraith in Stargate faster than you really can replenish your population. I mean, it's par for the course, right? Also, Stargate Atlantis reference, anyone? Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's lost. Maybe no one's even watching. And we're going to lose some more people due to wound infections, I think. I hope not, but that would be my prediction. Yep, 2 died of an infection. The raiders had a bunch of bronze tools. Let's buy some pigs for food. That way we can sell these older tools. Because they'll automatically get slaughtered. Are these wild? Oh, they're wild. And they're right up in my base. I'm gonna manually queue that one to get hunted. It's using my bridge and everything. And now it's attacking people. And now it's dead. Horse killed by wolf. Oh, horse is dead though. I mean, wolf is dead. Horse is also dead, but... Was that a wolf puppy? Yes, it is. I'm gonna tame you. How's that sound? And that horse was an old female. Oh boy, back to the 85 mark. Yeah, I don't know. Something tells me that I'm kind of... I don't know how to make better defenses, honestly. And I don't feel like I'm making a whole lot of progress towards the end goal. So we'll see at the end of this half hour. We're about 13 minutes in. But I might, much to my chagrin, much to maybe the few diehard fans that are still watching, your chagrin, I might pull the plug and not try for that last milestone. Because there's really nothing else for me to do in this map. I could add walls around the whole perimeter and towers for all of those walls, and I would still lose about 5 every raid. Because you can't really control where the raiders come in and how far people are from the base when they do show up. And ultimately, that's the bottleneck, is people will die unless you're unbelievably fortunate and lucky about raid placement. And when they die, it takes a while for them to get replaced. Okay, I'm really tired of waiting for that last, the one of the last megaliths. So I'm just going to scrap the statue and have that go to the cairn. And that should give me a net of like 90-something prestige, which might help with population, with immigration. I'm not sure, but it's worth a try. Where'd it go? Dude, where is it? Oh my god. The megalith isn't here. That's unfortunate. I really don't know how to remedy that. I'm missing megalith. If I go into Primal Vision, did it warp out somewhere? Did it, like, teleport out? No. I think it's just gone. I think it got destroyed. But hypothermia. It's springtime. What in tarnations is that BS? Dude, it's springtime. It's warm out. How'd you die of hypothermia? Did you take drugs? You must have taken drugs. Selling some of our excess wool to buy a bunch of steel. Well, it's a bummer. We got rid of the statue, hoping to more quickly add to this cairn here, and that megalith disappeared as far as I could tell. What was that? Yeah, just like a reindeer rutting and grunting. Oh, here's one. Oh boy, that is far. And is that the closest one? It probably is. I have a newfound appreciation for Khufu and the Great Pyramids. Although they were built over, you know, generations, I suppose. Khufu of the Great Pyramids. I think Khufu is the largest one. Yes, the oldest and the largest. Huzzah! History class. Alright, a lot of my chickpeas are gonna die. Oh well. Look at that silliness, right? I know you love that. Towers for days. I figured the more people we can shove into the towers, the fewer people should die when we get attacked. And I'll try to have it so that there's towers for everyone. I think that's idealistic. I don't think that's realistic, but that will be my attempt. Alright. So we don't have any iron stuff for trade. Is that true? Okay, no, we still have some sickles in use that are iron. But all other tools are steel only, which is pretty cool. It means we'll spend the least amount of time working to get the most done. I haven't really checked on my workload, but I haven't really done anything. We've just sort of subsisting at this point. We still even have a bunch of unproductive people. And look at all these diseased crops. Womp womp. What a loss. I'm not gonna have my beautiful chickpeas. No. And people are getting diseased too. So if I check the population charts, which are F5 pop, I don't know, we've hovered around 100. We've hovered. It's slowly netting positive, but it is not netting positive quickly due to random bear attacks and starvation and hypothermia, all of which I have food and clothing for everyone. So it's not like it's hypothermia and starvation that I can control, which is the issue. Poking around. It's always nice to find a group of raiders before you're alerted, because then you have extra prep time. And it's possible, especially if you're in Primal Vision. They'll show up real bright. Alright, so that rolling megalith is the closest one to this cairn. And that will bring me up to 884. And I can build a few totems and stuff to kick me up to 1,000. I don't think there's really any benefit going over 1,000. I like this view of my my village. Just a nice, gentle overlook. Alright, I guess I can give up my beautiful overlooking view to sell. At this point, I don't really have anything to sell. Okay, I guess we're not buying all those. We'll buy your iron, sell you some bones. Oh, I see you, bears. I see you. Posing a threat. Get out of here, bears. Well, Horalk the Hulk. Oh, there we go. Was hauling it all himself. I was gonna say thank you. Let's do a double check of what I have prioritized. I could probably unprioritize one of the outfitters. So we haven't really had a lack of clothing in a while. Alright, the mama bear is dead, as is one of my own. Our animal population has been pretty static. Once you get up to about 10 of a species, they end up giving birth to offspring at about a sustainable rate. You know, if you have 5, there's the chance that you'll have, like, you know, an old male and 5 young females, or some mix that, you know, won't cause an extra generation. But I would say at about 10, we haven't really needed any horses, cattle, or sheep to be tamed. In fact, we've been slaughtering them because sometimes their populations exceed the limit. If I was to really min-max, I would add in another stable and get some more horses, maybe, to help with more carting. But we can barely even keep up with the amount of carts that we want to manufacture. Actually, we don't even have a cart queued. We're supposed to. Set limit for carts 10. We have 7. I think we might just have some empty carts, maybe, and horses that aren't manning them. That might be the case. There's certainly a lot of idle carts, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's too bad this isn't like the old game Black and White, where I can use god powers and make them work faster or something. But I don't know, this roller megalith is... Oh, never mind. I was going to say it's moving pretty good, but then they stopped. It's like they knew I was looking. Everyone, the boss is looking. Look lazy. These traders are coming in pretty frequently, given my pretty decently high prestige. Whoa. Why are you? You must be... There must be a megalith around here. Yeah, there it is. Otherwise, why would they be out that far? Oh boy, that is a haul. That's going to take a long time. That's going to take years to haul back. It's too bad that, what is the tech? Complex megalithism doesn't include a way to move your megaliths faster. That would be really handy. Alright, where are these raiders coming in? We have some advanced warning here. They're not right up into my base. Some people are out of position and they're gonna die. But most of everyone got into the towers. There might still be some left. No, I think we're done. Oh no, there's some left. They were on the outskirts. There we go. That's why the combat music was going. Well, we barely lost anyone. I don't know exactly how many we lost. That was a pretty good raid. I think because of the additional towers, because I got rid of that statue and added 4 more towers in. That opened up 12 more spots for archers to take position in a wall. Oh my god. And Hulk. Hulk's doing it again. What a beast. Every time I look over, he's one of the first to pull that megalith. I don't even have to crack the whip on him. Alright, here we go. We're gonna have 890 out of 1,000. And then the last Cairn is gonna bring us up to 990. And getting 10 is not very difficult. What's difficult is, you know, hauling in the last few. Yes, I do realize I could break down my stone circle. But ultimately, it wouldn't be that profitable because I would get 6 out of here. I still need 4, leaving me 2. For 2, I could not do very much. Plus, I don't know. I actually like the look of the stone circle more than these cairns. These cairns are kind of, if you ask me, a little bit of a cop-out. They're kind of just a grassy mound of crap. I don't know. At least the stone circles look like something. The cairns, I don't even know what their purpose are. Maybe I'm just hating on the cairns. There's also only one type of cairn too, so given that they're the most bang for your buck prestige-wise, the fact that there's no variations is kind of boring because then you end up with a like this, where I have 4 of identical cairns that serve no purpose other than prestige, sitting around my base. Hello, trader. Can I trade with you now? No, I gotta wait, don't I? At this point, they're just bone purchasers. I've just really exclusively sold bones to them. And they're fine with that, so I suppose I'm fine with that. Well, 99 welfare. We've got milk, we've got beer, we've got meat, fish, fruits, and veggies, and bread. We've got lots of clothing. We've got steel tools for just about everyone, for just about everything. We've got enough bows. Actually, we have 8 more bows than we even have, or 10 more bows than we even have people. And it's not like children use bows, the Boys and Girls. The Boys and Girls Club of 10,000 BC, where we train you to shoot raiders. They're ganking me. Yep. What's weird? Oh, it's a rolling megalith crew, too. That's real lame. I like how... Oh, no, you killed him. Good job. Hello. I'll buy your horse. I'll sell you some steel swords. Oh, we have some older tools. There we go. Buy one horse. Our horse population hasn't been keeping up, so I'm supplementing when I can. I'm actually surprised there's no taming zone like there is a hunting zone. Alright, so this is another megalith for the new cairn. I'm curious how far away the other ones are. Probably further than my patience, if I'm being honest. And by that, I mean I'm probably going to end this series at the end of this episode, which is coming up, because basically the only barrier for me to win is to just sort of wait for the natural population growth, which is not, I would say, fun to watch. And my time is limited. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously some sort of an uptrend here, but I just don't think it's entertaining enough to continue. Even if I haven't gotten warrior settlement. Just not worth the effort. I will save the save game file, because if there's an... I can't picture that enough people will show interest, given the viewership numbers of this series lately, but if there's enough outcry for me to finish it, I'm not going to say it's an impossibility. But with that said, I'm just about done wrapping up this series. This is what a late-game, successful, steel-aged, well-protected, well-defended, well-supplied, very prestigious civilization looks like. I don't even think I'm getting prestige for these cairns anymore. Yeah, this one didn't even work. It didn't even add it. There's diminishing returns. So poo on you, Mr. Cairn. Alright guys, well that's it from me for this series, like I said, unless of course there's enough petitioning for me to continue. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something. I'm glad to have tried a Dawn of Man hardcore series. It's fun, but I don't think this game has enough replay value to warrant future series. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Adios.